The K-pop world decided to throw one more thing at us before 2022 ended.
One more thing!
With iKON leaving YG and BLACKPINK possibly moving to the Black label. Last night, YG announced that after a long discussion with the members of iKON, everyone has come to a mutual agreement to not renew their exclusive contracts after they expire. And just like many of you guys, I'm sure, my heart was going crazy for a second. However, the good news is that according to YG, the 6 members will be able to continue activities as iKON because they will continue to communicate with their fans through their social media as they're still doing. Not only that, it was also reported that all 6 members might stick together and sign with the same company. Hopefully that means we'll still be able to hear the music DK has already produced, not only for his own solo project, but for the other iKON members as well. I'm just thankful I was able to see iKON live in person, and I really hope that those of you who haven't will still get that chance at some point. And it looks like YG's new girl group, who we'll have much more to talk about in a few days, might be the reason YG is making all of these recent moves with Big Bang, iKON, even their actors, and potentially BLACKPINK as well. Because outlet K-pop Herald reported that BLACKPINK will also be leaving YG Entertainment, but in a similar move to Big Bang's Taeyang, will basically change their management to the Black label with Teddy. While there's an obvious connection between the two companies, YG does not own the Black label nearly as much as they did before 2020. YG did come out denying these reports, basically saying, "Nah." iKON being able to control their own individual activities now maybe possibly opens the door for them to work with a certain Mr. BI, who also happened to be in the headlines this week. KBS recently announced 6 well-known figures who are now banned from their broadcasts, a list that includes BI. These names have all been involved in legal controversies with either DUI or illegal drug cases. Although many people see this as unnecessary and wonder why the same rules don't seem to apply to politicians. Regardless, while that situation is far behind BI, with him now releasing music again, emceeing on other TV shows, and of course all the charities and voluntary work he's been involved in, KBS being the national broadcaster of South Korea have always been way more restrictive on these things. For example, banning a TWICE song for using the word "damn, I got it, I'm iconic." The final pieces of serious news deal with health. As always, around this time of year in the K-pop world, Pledis recently announced that the 8 wouldn't be able to participate at 17's concert in Jakarta due to medical advice, as he's been experiencing flu symptoms and has been receiving treatment and rest. And my goodness, did he dodge a bullet, because things could have gotten way worse for him, as this was the condition 17 was performing under. As you can see, the downpour and wind created a crazy situation on stage, which is why 17 are being commended not just for powering through it, but still putting on the energy and quality of show that they did, even after 29 shows since June. Again, end of the year is always rough, as P Nation also just put out a statement informing that HEIZE recently suffered a torn ligament and minor fractures in her left knee while practicing for her upcoming show. But as per her wishes, her first solo concert tour will continue as scheduled, with her wearing a brace as we've seen recently, along with the photos of her being in a wheelchair at other activities. And there's no way we're gonna end 2022 without celebrating the positive things happening right now in K-pop. There were previously unconfirmed rumors that JISOO and Rose visited a tattoo shop when they were in LA, and now that seems it could be true, as recent pictures and clips from BLACKPINK's concerts have been trending, because you can see on JISOO what looks like a tattoo. Not only that, her own Instagram picture provides another possible look. Hey, after that one outfit on her that made it look like she had a bunch of tattoos, I'm all for it if that is indeed what we think it is. And I think the reason this blew up so much was because nobody expected this girl to be the first one in the group that we know of to get one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats to RM hitting number 3 on the Billboard 200 chart with his album Indigo, making him the first ever Korean solo artist in history to enter the top 3. It wasn't that long ago when TWICE's NAYEON broke the top 10 at number 7 with her album, which is also incredible. NEWJEANS also made history, already achieving their first ever perfect all kill with Ditto, becoming the fastest 4th generation group to earn one, and only the 7th song in 2022 to hit this. VIXX just announced that Ken, Hyuk, and Leo are coming back with a unit single, giving us the first official VIXX release since 2019. Another group that are probably coming back in the near future is BLACKSWAN, because they just revealed their newest main vocalist from the US.
안녕하세요. 블랙스완 아리나입니다. It still doesn't feel real.
Congrats to BTOB who just held their 10th anniversary concert, and to GOT7's YOUNGJAE for winning Rookie of the Year for his radio show. Another artist who has won Rookie of the Year in 2022, IVE Leeseo, has finally met her idol Karina. For those who don't know, IVE's youngest is such a fan of Karina that she has photos of her near her bed. On top of that, fans have also been trying to help Leeseo meet Karina by letting her know how much of a fan Leeseo is. Fans then shared Karina saying she would love to meet Leeseo to her, and now the two finally got to meet face to face at SBS's year-end show. I love that Karina's response to Leeseo greeting her, knowing that Leeseo looks up to her, was to reach out and hold her hand. This is like STAYC's YOON, a certified Neverland, as you can see her showing it off, fangirling while getting to perform with YOOQI this year. And you know, the positive section is always here to leave you off the video on a good note with a smile, and what better way to end the video, probably the last of 2022, than with a father stopping everything he's doing, even if it's in front of a large crowd, to embrace his daughters.